This is Pam from NortheastWheelsEvents.com at the Boyertown Museum of Historic Vehicles. I got to get it right. We're sitting here with Baine, checking out this CT electric truck. What year is this?
1913.
1913. Big Ugly. He says, "Oh, what's your favorite vehicle?" He says, "I got the ugly one." So we got to check this thing out. This thing has a story like you wouldn't believe. Now, CT Electric was a truck manufacturer in Philadelphia?
In Philadelphia, yeah. Commercial truck company.
How long were they in business?
That I do not know.
Oh, and I'm making a video with you? My gosh.
I only been here 4 years. I'm down here on the learning curve.
All right, we'll catch you up. That's one thing, is that they do have quite a few electrics here.
Yeah.
Which is really remarkable.
But they're all trucks.
Okay.
The two cars we have are from Ohio because nobody in Pennsylvania made electric cars back then.
Interesting. Okay. Well, let's go away with that. Well, show us around. This thing has solid wheels. How many 6-volt batteries?
27.
27
There's
6
3 batteries in each box.
Jeez. And they're all planted down there. Now, these are charged. Do you remove the drawer or something?
Yeah, see, they have them wired so they can pull each box out. They just disconnect the wires on this end and the other end, and they take the box out, put a new bank in, and put these on chargers.
That is such a simple idea.
But with 22 of these trucks and 27 batteries in each truck,
yeah,
they probably had a couple guys hired that just charge batteries.
Oh, sure.
Because technology back then, you had to keep adding water and stuff.
Oh, yeah, the electrolyte, definitely, and rebuilding. My fingers are not working.
These are smaller motors and wheels. But this is what each axle would be. Each wheel has an electric motor on it, just like this, just bigger. These are off of something else in Hall Haver. Took these and put them up here so people don't have to crawl underneath this.
So they have a display. Now, this truck was used by Curtis Publishing in Philadelphia?
Yes.
Till what year?
1965.
65. Now, this was just a yard truck?
Actually, this one here had a coal bin on. This one hauled the coal for the boilers.
Wow.
But they had some that drove to the docks that they loaded all the newsprint on to take to the factory. And then they had some that went from the printing press to the warehouse. Each truck had their own assignments, but...
Oh my gosh. And this went 17 miles an hour top end?
17 mile an hour top speed. And they were restricted to what streets they were allowed on in Philadelphia. Because of their speed and their weight. It's a really heavy truck, and you can't put enough on this to overload it because it's an electric truck. Wow. Electric has a lot of torque.
Yeah. And
it's a heavy built truck. There's no such thing as overloading this truck, but going way over the weight limits that are legal for the road.
On the roads, yes. And it's got the solid wheels, of course. This is remarkable, just remarkable. I'm looking at the way how the frame is manufactured. Let's see if we get down.
It's a looking truck, but it's really a great truck.
This is, I wish I could, I don't know why the devil, there we go. There's some lighting it up. You can see the electric motors attached directly to the hubs. That is amazing. That is amazing. The springs are crazy, crazy. This is great.
And the other thing is, because they only built 22 of these, and they're 4-wheel drive, the front axle and the rear axle are both steering axles. Now, the rear steering is locked. It don't turn.
Okay.
But it was cheaper for them to build 44 steering axles than to build 22 steering axles and 22 different axles for the rear.
Right, yeah.
It was cheaper for them. So if somebody bought this truck today, they could actually hook hydraulics up to it and have 4-wheel steering on it.
Oh my. Now, of course, the steering is not hydraulic.
No. It's not even power steering.
Powered by Armstrong.
You gotta be Popeye to steer this truck.
This is absolutely mind-boggling. Now, of course, that's the cab. You have all the comforts of home up there. Plenty of air conditioning in the winter. Nice ventilation. Excellent, excellent. headlights. Now,
Now they did have a canvas bonnet like the old buggies.
oh, that's
They
nice.
did have on them. This one
Yeah.
don't have it on. Actually, this one did have a cab on it,
Uh-huh.
but it's not a cab that came with a truck. It was one that they built themselves to put on. So it was definitely not
Yeah.
a part of the truck. We have it in the warehouse, so we kept it.
Probably the driver himself said, oh, I gotta do this. Now the bottom wheel is the rheostat for speed, the top wheel of course, and you're sitting on top of that. There's no leverage, you're just yanking away on that straight on down to the steering box right there. Look at the size of that. That is crazy. That is crazy. But to spin this, these solid tires and everything, takes quite a bit. And there's the build plate right there. Commercial Truck Company, CT, of course, of America. That makes sense right there. This is amazing. Do you know what year this truck came to the museum?
No, I know he opened the museum in 1965 in the warehouse,
Uh-huh.
and he had this there already when I was this high.
Oh,
So
gee.
I have no idea. Paul Haver with his bodyworks business, he started collecting cars like in the 30s and 40s when you could get them.
Right.
That's why we have so much unusual stuff that can't be found. He got it when it could be found, and he just had the wisdom to pick them up.
Oh, and the warehouse for it.
Because he already planned for the future.
Uh-huh.
In the 70s, when everybody was making electric cars, all these
Yes.
new companies that weren't successful,
Yes.
well, over in our warehouse, we have a bunch of electric cars from the 70s. He bought them up, put them in the warehouse. 20 years from now, we got original cars to put in here that'll be real collector's items.
For more
Another-
cool events like this, make sure you check northeastwheelsevents.com, southeastwheelsevents.com, and ukwheelsevents.com. While you're there, post and share your events, and be sure to come to Boyertown and visit your local car museum, which will blow you away. Again, the Boyertown Museum of Historic Vehicles. I'll see you at the shows.